Media Bvtvnews, and I'm back to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. With that being said, man, let's talk a little bit about the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport of boxing, Mr. Terence Bud Crawford. And it looks like while fans have been, waiting for a few months now to, get word on the official announcement of Bud versus Spence 2, it looks like right now that is going to be put on pause at the beginning of 2024. Now, of course, by now, most of the boxing world has heard that, according to Errol Spence Jr. and his camp, a quick post on IG, he confirmed that he went and had cataract surgery. Now, according to reports, it looks like it's going to take probably about 7 to 8 weeks for him to heal before he could really get back into physical activity, after the surgery. And so at that point, with Terence Bud Crawford, that leaves him kind of at a standstill, which he doesn't really want to end up in yet again. Terence Crawford last year only fought Errol Spence Jr. in that one and only bout. And right now, going into 2024, Terence Crawford and his camp, I don't believe, want to sit around for waiting on Errol Spence Jr. to fight once again in 2024. You got Terence Bud Crawford at the peak of his career, number one pound for pound, undisputed at 147, 36 years of age, going on 37 later on this year. So this is a prime time for Terence Bud Crawford to get in the ring before Father Time, catches up to him, because we all know that Father Time catches up to everyone, and sometimes it can happen overnight. So he really can't afford to kind of just sit on the sideline waiting on Errol Spence Jr. So that now leads a lot of people to wonder what could be the next play for a Terence Bud Crawford, who I believe still owes a fight to PBC. And it seems like a lot of people are looking at three particular names. Of course, there's Jaron Ennis, there is Tim Tszyu, and there is Jermell Charlo. Now, as of right now, Terence Crawford has been questioned about Jaron Ennis, and it sounds like, at this particular point in Terence Crawford's career, he's not really interested in a Boots Ennis fight as of yet, because the earning power for that bout just would not be there. And also, you have the back and forth between Crawford and Ennis, where Crawford has stated that back in the past, he sent, Boots an offer, but it was denied. But now, at this particular juncture, Boots is ready to fight. And so Bud is looking for the most massive payday. You do have Tim Tszyu, who he could end up facing. Potentially, he could get a massive bag if he were willing to go travel over to Australia against Tim Tszyu and face off against him, with him having such a large backing of the Australian people. So that could be a major financial bout for him if he's willing to go ahead and move up to 154. And then you also have the 154-pound bout with him and Jermell Charlo that he could potentially walk into. Although right after the Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez fight, you did have Bud say that he didn't really want to entertain Jermell anymore from the way that he performed against, against Canelo Alvarez. It really looked like Jermell, didn't really want to lay it all on the line. And Bud was kind of disappointed in that performance and kind of stated that, Jermell's not on his radar. But we all know in the sport of boxing, sometimes things can change very, very quick, especially when you are looking for a dance partner in the ring and you don't want to be inactive. So with that being said, man, it'll be interesting in the future, man, to see in the next month or two who Bud lines up to face off against. Because as of right now, it seems like everything is put on pause for him and Errol Spence, because Terence Bud Crawford is not willing to sit around and continue to wait on Errol Spence Jr. yet again after waiting on him so long before. So we'll see who will face off against, if he tries to remain inactive and not sit around and continue to wait on Errol Spence Jr. But let me know in the comments section who it is you personally think that Bud should face off against next, if we're not going to get the rematch with him and Spence. Should it be Jaron Boots Ennis? Should it be a massive overseas fight against Tim Tszyu? Or should we get that major bout, undisputed versus undisputed, with Jermell Charlo versus Terence Crawford? But let me know what you think in the comments, man. This is JD at BVTV News. And until next time, I'm out.